What's good, my YouTube people? You already know it's your boy Orlando back with another video. Hit that like, that subscribe button, and notification bell where you won't miss no videos when I post them. Hey, I want to come with another video, man. Just shed light on my younger people. You know, it's like I do a lot of videos, but I don't do a lot of videos. I do a lot of them that they can relate to, that they can even gravitate and listen to and learn from. But I want to feed y'all a video. These for my young people. Teens, 20s. I'm going to target y'all today. I ain't going to be long, though. But this video, I want to specifically deal with why your 20s are the best, worst times of your life. Best, or they can be the worst times of your life. Why do I say that? Because I done been 20 before. I done been 20-something before. So I can kind of tell you by experience, when you reach that 20 mark, man, I mean, can't nobody tell you nothing, man. You grown. To you have done it all. You fresh out of high school, but for some strange reason, you done it all, man. You done seen the entire world. I ain't been nowhere, but you done seen the entire world. And can't nobody tell you nothing. And that what makes it the worst time, because with that thinking, that's when you dig yourself the biggest hole in your entire life. Now, if you was to take advice from good sound advice, now, like somebody from myself, not no guy out there that's doing what you doing, because he can't give you good sound advice because he hadn't learned. But good sound advice from men, women. If you're a female, you need good sound advice. Not from nobody that's bitter. Don't take advice from bitter people, but from people that are knowledgeable and be able to separate both. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody telling you truth or what they didn't learn and what they see, that's not bitterness. Bitterness is when somebody hadn't got over what has happened to them. It's a total difference. Best, worst, it can be the best or worst time of your life. I think it's both. The reason, because with that mind state is you young. You're going to think that you know it all. For some strange reason, I don't know. I did it. People before me did it. They told me that they did it to their parents, and it's vice versa. So that's where you create all of your mistakes. You make all your mistakes. All of them. You make the worst mistakes in your entire life in your 9.5 times out of 10. 9.5 times out of 10. That's when you make kids out of wedlock. Some of y'all might make them in the teens, but it's still the same thing. And that's when you dig the hole that you're going to spend your next 10, 15 years, 20 years trying to dig out. If you can listen to, like I said, good sound people, stay away from drugs, stay away from alcohol, man. This stuff you will make the worst decisions in your entire life on drugs and alcohol. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Your worst decisions in life is going to come when you start touching drugs and alcohol. It's just simple, because it promotes it. And you under peer pressure. All your friends doing it. All your friends doing it. So you feel that you have to do it because you feel you have to fit in. And that's where the worst mistakes come. Because you're trying to please people that's not going to be in your life the next 10 years, 10 to 15. They're not going to even be. You might know them. Some of them not going to even be living because of the bad choices that they make. At that crucial point in your life, in your 20s, you have to place yourself around positive people at all times. At all times. Because those positive people is going to push you to do positive things of value, things that are going to make sense. And you're not going to dig yourself a grave that you're going to spend the next 15, 20 years trying to climb out of. That's the average person. If you look at it, our biggest problem is we don't listen to the people that was before us. Some of them we shouldn't. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of them we shouldn't. But a lot of them, most of them, we should. Because if I didn't listen to the ones that were before me, I wouldn't be here. I'm going to tell you that. But did I go out and do my thing? Yeah, I did my thing. I wasn't perfect. You know, wasn't perfect. But for the most part, I can thank God that I armed myself with enough knowledge to be able to get me to the next level. And like I said, you don't want to spend your 30s, your 40s, trying to dig yourself out of a hole that you created when you was 20. When you was 20. Think about that. Those your golden years. That's why I say they could be the best, because at those times, if you take the information that you gather and you stay away from the things that I named, you can build you can build anything you want, a business or whatever. You can create something so big that your children will eat off of when you go. And that's what you should do as a human being. That should be your main focus. But the reason why we can't never do it is because we get caught up in the hype and the peer pressure of this world and of our friends, till we start doing what everybody else is doing, and we get the same results whatever everybody else get. So I'm coming to you, teenagers, 20-year-old, the 20s though. That's where it's really at. Because for some strange reason, when we hit 20, and we almost old enough to drink, man, especially when we hit 21, it's over. So now can't nobody tell us that, because I could go and buy alcohol. And that was the game. I can buy whatever I want freely with nobody. So I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You know, I'm straight. I'm grown. I got kids. I'm 20. But you're a kid yourself, really. And you will see that when you grow older. So if you digging yourself a hole, you're going to spend the rest of your life till they bury you to try to get out. So they want to keep you in. They want you to dig yourself that hole while you're in your 20s. If you can, anyway, not dig yourself this hole that I'm telling you, by the time you're 30 years old with a master plan and with someone that can talk to you like me, by the time you're 30 years old, man, you could be literally living your best life by 30, and that's young. That's young. That's very young. So when you're 30, you could be living your best life. You're not worrying about money. You're not worrying about these types of things, because you have already did the necessary things that it took to get to that level early. It's a lot of successful people running around here that because of they sacrificed early. They didn't get caught up in the hype. They didn't get caught up in the drugs. They didn't get caught up in alcohol. They didn't get caught up in the baby making, having babies out of wedlock. That's one of the worst. Drugs, alcohol, and babies out of wedlock. Nah, that's the whole. That's really the whole. So if you can avoid those three things, and to be honest with you, if I'm a man, I wouldn't even be looking to make no babies before 30. I'm being real, because I would set that bar at 30 to where I want everything in order. Everything has to be in order before I make children. When you bring another child, when you bring another life into this world, man, that's not a game. That's not a game. You don't play with that. You know, so if y'all can listen to, and later stop having them kids by, you know, you having these kids that young, man. You having you young and dumb, he young and dumb. Y'all have children, he's not going to be around. And even if he do be around, by you being young and dumb and know that you have control of children, you won't keep him away from him. And so the child suffer. So he suffer, the child suffer if he young and dumb and don't want to be there. And the child suffer if you young and dumb and keeping him away from wanting to be there. So you see how the game go? Because that's why they gave you that power to be able to do that. So the children, stop having these children that it takes money and time and dedication and everything to raise right. Keep your nose clean. Build something, man, before you bring another life. And stay off them papers, man. They want y'all on those papers. They control y'all on those papers. They want you on papers. They know all of y'all ain't gonna commit crime, so they want you in their courts. They know they want you. They want you on those papers some type of way. If you can stay away from those papers, man, you know, by getting pulled over, all these things. I got a lot of little young cats, man. They come to me and I try to tell them, but they think they know. They think they got it down pat, and that's the scary part. That's the scary part. But I got a lot of Hispanic young cats, man. They come to me for the knowledge. Like they said, man, I don't know. I hear you talk, man, and I like that. They sit with me, bro. Like they literally come to me, and that's the sad part. Because when I try to get this knowledge to my own, I got to go back and forth with them. I got to argue with them. But I got Hispanic guys come up to me, man. They have heard these messages, and they said, bro, I need to talk to you. I like what you are saying, because I don't know. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? And so these guys, they want this knowledge. And I shouldn't have to. I give it to the world, but why can't I give it to my own people first? See what I mean? So keep yourself clean, man. And build your godly foundation. That's number one. That's number one of all of what I just said. If you ain't got that, man, I'm sorry. You're a walking bullseye. You're a walking bullseye. Build your godly foundation. Feed your brain with stuff that you haven't been taught. Because 90% of what you've been taught, I hate to tell you, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Feed yourself godly info, you know. Get you a godly base. You have to have a godly base. And stop believing what's been taught to us for over hundreds of years and start gaining some knowledge. I'm out, man. Like, subscribe. Peace.